Wouldn't it be just amazing to live in your own private dock home on the canal section of the Channel Islands harbor? You could just drink your coffee in the morning, stroll.
Or chai.
Yeah, or chai. Stroll down to your dock, hop on your boat and go for a tour, go fishing, go out to the Channel Islands National Park, which is also known as the Galapagos of North America. What a wonderful coastal lifestyle.
Yeah. Yeah. We love it here.
No doubt.
It's one of the few places that when we're walking around, we're like, yeah, we would suffer and live here if we needed to.
Exactly.
So we're going to be focusing on one of our favorite neighborhoods, as you can't tell, the Channel Islands neighborhood. There are 4 distinct subdivisions here, and we're going to cover all of them and take you on a tour with us.
It really is a special lifestyle. You're walking distance to the beach and the ocean.
The furthest distance is like a mile.
Yeah, and there's still shopping in this area, great restaurants, coffee shops, places to hang out. And then there's this wonderful canals area with around 5 miles of trails for walking and biking. It's just amazing.
And there's also, if you're looking for a little romance in the Venice of Oxnard.
That's right.
There's a gondola that you can take and the gondolier will sing to you.
Yeah, and paddle boarding, kayaking. Sometimes you'll see dolphins swimming up and down the channels. We're starting off in the Seabridge section where you have that wonderful shopping center we just talked about. There's also newer condos behind us, the Seabridge condos. They're luxury condos that are absolutely gorgeous on the inside and sell from around $800,000 to $1.2 million. This is just a super popular area. Even if you don't live here, there's a public park here. Lots of residents from Oxnard will come here to go on the 5 miles of walking trails. You can launch your paddleboard or your kayak. There's boat slips that you can rent. It's just a fantastic area to come and spend some time. We're at one more section of the Seabridge condos, and then over to my left here, there's a pedestrian bridge as well, where you can walk to the other side. There's another set of condos over there. And if you live on this side, you can still walk across the bridge and have access to the clubhouse, the pool, and all the facilities over there.
One of the things we really enjoy doing is on our walks at the base of the pedestrian bridge, you can stop over here and see green crabs just kind of walking around and skittering on the rocks. It's really hard to see them though with the GoPro, so just take my word for it. We're crossing over the pedestrian bridge, which has amazing views of the mountains and the canals. You can see where the boats are all parked. As you cross over the bridge, you go into the gated subdivision of this neighborhood. And this section actually has a manned gate where you can drive your car through, and it's really secure. However, there's still access over the pedestrian bridge. Let's go take a look at this area now.
In this Seabridge section, you also have semi-custom tract homes that were built in the early 2000s. They have the security gate over here, so anyone who's driving in is either going to be visiting or living here. And it is just picture perfect, the lawns, the landscaping, and it's super quiet, has a margarita kind of feel to it.
In this section, you're living on your own little island, and a lot of the homes don't walk out onto their own dock. They have slips. You're looking at a boat slip, and this is where you kind of go in like your parallel parking, and you have a 45-foot area where you can park on one of those sides that's designated for you. We're at Port 121, which is one of the lowest priced areas that you can live in this whole neighborhood. Starts about in the mid 500s and goes up to 650. It is located near a busy street, and it doesn't have a water view or anything else, but you're within walking distance to all of those great amenities.
In this section of Seabridge, you have above average tract homes, the majority of which you're going to gain access to through an electronic gate. The majority of the homes are landlocked, but you could still have access to your own boat slip. No matter where you live in Seabridge, you're going to have an HOA fee, there will be a Melrose tax, and you may or may not have a dock fee.
We're in front of the Harbor Island condo community, which was built in the early 1990s. And these are huge. They're 2,200 to 2,700 square feet and 129 units with access to docks. Some of them have views of the water and the mountains. Just a great community. And as with all of these kind of condos and townhomes, check out our Canal Condos video.
We're in the Mandalay Bay neighborhood, which was originally built out in the 1970s, but now there's much newer contemporary homes in the neighborhood as well. There's a voluntary $50 a year HOA. There's no Melrose tax because this is an older neighborhood. The homes sell anywhere from the low 1 millions to 3 million, and the location here is amazing. You can walk to shopping and also a nearby farmers market and the Channel Islands Harbor.
Some of the things that make this area just really stand out are how diverse the homes look. Some of the 1970s homes had this atrium in it where they had the idea of bringing the outside inside your home. Some of these atriums have been turned into a larger kitchen or an extra bedroom. Also, there are empty lots in this area, and so you can build your own dream home. Another thing that really stands out in this area is that every single home is located near the water. So every single home has their own dock. And some of these docks range from 32 feet all the way up to 130 feet. And if you get a corner house, you're going to have docks that like wrap around the whole house. And so you can get a very large boat if you want to. We love walking around in this neighborhood, and actually we're going to show you Hannah's favorite house. It's a little eclectic.
In the attached homes section of Mandalay Bay, these homes were built in the 1970s, and because they are attached, people haven't been able to scrape and build new homes as in the other section of Mandalay Bay. People will do interesting things to the facade of these homes, the exterior, to update them and look more contemporary, but they don't have to match up with each other, so they don't have to have an identical look, and even the roofs can be a different color as with these units here.
These homes are located really close to Hollywood Beach and also to the harbor area where they have the farmers market and the different shopping centers. And so you're really close, easy access across Harbor Road over to Hollywood Beach.
Yeah, what a great lifestyle. You could take your surfboard and your bicycle and just be right over there in minutes.
Or you can just take your paddleboard and go through the Channel Islands. We're in the Westport section where you have the villas, which are kind of like a duplex. And across the street from that, you have custom estate homes. These homes have an HOA and a Melrose tax, and there is also dock fees. However, if you're getting a custom home, you're going to have a higher Melrose tax than your villa. The neighborhood was built in 2004 to 2006, and it's quiet and has a lot of great amenities. Homes in this area range between the low millions all the way up to 3 million.
A great thing about this neighborhood is there are several pocket parks throughout the neighborhood, and there's a little fitness center in the park here where you can do a workout. Also, you're going to have wonderful views of the canals. Some homes are going to have their own private docks access, whereas other homes will have a walkway where they'll have shared dock access.
This is the Westport Lighthouse. It's actually the only townhome community in all of the Channel Islands neighborhood. It's a gated community with their own swimming pool. It's so quiet here that when you're talking as you're walking through, it kind of echoes. So you don't want to tell any secrets as you're walking around this neighborhood. The townhomes range between about 2,000 to 2,400 square feet, and they start in the mid-800s.
The White Sails condo complex was built in 2006. What's really unique about these units is they have balconies with either views of the mountains or the canals, and they're also conveniently located just minutes from a shopping center down the street and also the other direction to the beach. If you want to know more about condos on the canals, be sure to check our video on the canal condos. Well, these units range anywhere from $680,000 to $1.1 million. Thanks so much for coming along with us to the Venice of Southern California.
Can't you just see why we love this area? It's one of our dream locations.
Even if this is not for you, keep in mind Ventura County is so diverse. We'd love to help you. Give us a call.